select Cade Cunningham from Oklahoma State.
Alright, Pistons fans, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about Cade Cunningham some more. And in last night's game, the Pistons finally got a dub. I'm really happy and excited about that because this is the one time when I don't have to hear from trolls, people calling Killian Hayes a bust, people talking about trading Saddiq Bey and a whole bunch of nonsense. This is the one time throughout the year I don't have to hear the nonsense from trolls. So I'm really happy with that. And I allow people to have their certain opinions. We can disagree on things, but when you're saying outlandish claims like Killian Hayes is a bust or trade Saddiq Bey, that's when I put you in the troll category. But besides that, a few days ago, not yesterday's game, but 2 days before that, we had a legendary Michigan basketball coach, Cade Cunningham. He came onto the Pistons broadcast and had some things to say about Cade Cunningham. Now, before we get into all of that, please make sure you guys like this video. Today's like goal will be 100 likes as always, and subscribe to my backup channel, link in the description box below, the Flash Show Polo. You can type that in on YouTube. Go subscribe to that channel just in case this main channel ever gets deleted, because you never know with Google and with YouTube, they could delete my channel at any point in time. So please make sure you go subscribe to my backup channel. I'm going to be trying to post some content on there soon. I'm just waiting until the new year starts so I can really start posting my new content there. But without further ado, let's get into this. So Cade Cunningham, he is a legendary Michigan basketball coach. He coaches at Oakland University. Put the image on the screen right now. You can see his records, his history. He is right up there with some of the best coaches of all time in terms of season coached and wins so far in his career. Cade Cunningham, he's not usually mentioned and talked about with other great coaches in college basketball, but he is definitely up there on the list. And actually, me personally, I don't know if I'm going to college or not, but if I do decide to go to college, I will most likely attend Oakland University. They already accepted my application that I sent to them randomly. So if I ever do decide to go to college, I will be most likely going to Oakland. So it is good to know that they do have a legendary college basketball coach there in Cade Cunningham. And he spoke on Cade Cunningham. He coached against Cade Cunningham last year in college. So I'm going to play the clip for you guys right now.
Coach, it's great to have you on here, man. What would you say, knowing everything you know now, you look back at those pictures of you in college, what would you tell that version of yourself?
I like this version a lot better. that one was a little thinner, but I like this one a lot better.
No, good stuff, man. I appreciate having you on. I know you obviously have a unique perspective on Cade Cunningham. I'll let you take it away there, Tim.
Yeah, 1 year ago, you played Oklahoma State. You game planned against Cade. What did you see back then that you liked about Cunningham?
Well, we were Jeff Smith, my assistant, and I were sitting on this our bench an hour before the game when the players come out and just get loose like they're doing behind us now. And Cade Cunningham walked out on the floor, and I looked at Smitty and I said, "Oh, that's why they're projected." We had seen the film and everything, but when you saw him live, the length, his shoulders, what they can be. He's nowhere near what he's going to be, and I knew then that this guy was going to be a transcending player.
Yeah, Coach, before the draft, you received a call from Dwayne Casey. He knew you had gone against him. What did that conversation sound like?
Well, the Pistons did their due diligence. It wasn't automatic, so they were trying to get every bit of information they could, and what I told him is I believe that he could be the next big star of the league, and I still believe that to this day. And it was all because what his body's going to be in 5 years, Tim, the ability to bully your way to the rim, and that's what the NBA right now. If you have guys that can bully to the rim, those are the guys that become the stars. Or Steph Curry's a shooter, but he's that guy. In 5 years, no one's going to be able to keep him from the rim.
So the first thing that stuck out to me is that he said as soon as he saw Cade Cunningham, he knew that he was going to be a transcendent player. And this lining up just with everyone else was saying about Cade Cunningham. You look at Dwayne Wade, you look at Bradley Beal, you look at Kevin Durant. Heck, you can even look at last game, the Miami Heat, Eric Spoelstra, the coaching staff of the Miami Heat, and their players. They respect Cade Cunningham so much that even in his rookie season, short into his NBA career, they're double teaming him already. So this just goes to show you, everyone who's credible, who's in the league, who's coaching outside of the league, Everyone who knows about basketball, who knows about Cade Cunningham, is putting respect on his name, saying that he's going to be a transcendent player. You know, the only guys who are really being critical are guys like Dave Bing and Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. They can have their own opinions, but they're not watching every single Detroit Pistons basketball game. Maybe Dave Bing is because he has history with the Pistons, but definitely Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. It doesn't appear to me that they're watching every single Detroit Pistons game and they don't know the full truth of Cade Cunningham. But when you look at Greg, he went against Cade Cunningham. He had to look at tape, watching all of his college basketball games, so he knows about Cade. Kevin Durant been watching him since high school. Bradley Beal said he knew about Cade since AAU. Dwayne Wade as well. You know, these guys, they know what Cade Cunningham is. They know the full story. Now, the next thing that Greg talked about is that the Pistons actually contacted Greg about Cade Cunningham since he went up against them. And basically what he said was that Cade could be the next big star because of his physicality. And look, Cade Cunningham right now, he's 20 years old. Without shoes on, he's 6'6", and he's 220 pounds right now. Just imagine 5 years down the line when he's 25 years old, still 6'6", obviously without shoes on, but imagine Cade Cunningham between 235 and 240 pounds. Imagine that, the skill that Cade Cunningham has and will have 5 years from now with his height and weight. My gosh, that is absolutely scary for the rest of the league. And for us Pistons fans, that is really, really good for us, man. And that was one of the top reasons why I wanted the Pistons to draft him, because we know how skillful he is, but imagine him if he ever gets to his fullest potential physically. That is scary to think about. And I know some people may say, oh, he's a vegan, he may never get up to that weight. Well, look at this, man. I'm not an expert when it comes to gaining weight, especially when it comes to athletes. And I'm sure most of you are not experts when it comes to gaining weight with these athletes. So who knows, you guys may be right when you say because he's a vegan, he may never be able to gain weight like this. But at the same time, it could be a bunch of BS. You could be wrong with that. We truly don't know. We just have to hope as Pistons fans that he gets to the level where he's between 235, 240 pounds, or even more if he could play with that weight. And think about that along with his skill, man. So that's basically everything, Pistons fans. Greg Kemp, legendary Michigan basketball coach, Oakland University coach, praises Cade Cunningham. Another guy you can add to the list with Dwayne Wade, with Kevin Durant, with Bradley Beal, with the coaching staff and players of the Miami Heat. And that's basically everything, man. So like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 4K, and I'm out.
I love Cade. I love Cade. I was always a fan of his in high school. Like I coached AAU basketball. We played him. I used to always watch him on the EYBL circuit. So I knew he was a pro before he probably knew he was a damn pro. So to see him now is crazy. Makes me feel old, but it also is enlightening to see, one, the grassroots level and how well we take care of our high school kids and how we're pushing them to get to this level and maximize their potential. And then two, it's all about Cade.